Here's the short version. R. Kelly put out a song called I Admit. He's talking about how he faced molestation up until the age of 14. That's when it stopped. So I don't know what age it began. Allegedly, a family member abused him. He's talking about Steve Harvey, John Legend, and Tom Joyner. He's talking about the city of Chicago. He's talking about being broke, a lot of different things. Here are the notes that I took from the 19-minute and 17-second song, because I know a lot of y'all don't have patience to be sitting around listening for that long. Now, I did post it on my blog, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to read to you guys the notes that I took, and I did not take notes about everything. So if you want to hear it all, you'll have to listen to the song yourself. But basically, he started up the song talking about feeling like retiring. He's tired. He's motherfucking tired. So he talks about retiring in the song. He talks about how he doesn't go to church. He lies to women. Basically, the song is he's confessing in the song. Okay, he doesn't go to church. He lies to women. He has sex with women just because. He drinks a lot. Can't spell. He has sex with his girlfriend's best friend in the back of his Mercedes Benz. He trusts people too much. His lawyers told him in order to protect his career, he needs to pay certain people off to make his problems disappear, in so many words. He's been tempted by drugs. The devil speaks to him, but he doesn't trust in the devil. So he doesn't listen to the devil, but he is tempted a lot. His managers have screwed him over. He hasn't seen his kids in years. People want to see him locked up in jail. He's blessed to have his fans. He's been a grown man since the age of 11. He has had his mind on the money since the age of 7. Now, he admits that he has had sex with a lot of women. Now, that part is true. Older and younger as well. But how are you going to call him a pedophile for that? Because these women are, I guess, supposedly of age. But they might be like 18, 19, 20. Okay, but he didn't say that specific. He didn't get that specific. But he did say that he has had a lot of sex with a lot of women who are younger and older than him. He's fired a lot of people. He said that he sat down. Well, he said he fired them, basically because they weren't doing the right thing. They weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. He says he sat down with Wendy Williams and they were smoking and drinking and whatnot. And he told her everything. He spilled the beans like a clumsy Mexican. He said that he basically talked to her about everything from the infamous sex tape where they said he was with a 14-year-old girl peeing on her or whatever, all the way to, and he said that that infamous sex tape was a setup, that it was basically BS. And he even talked with her about Aaliyah, and he said that he loved Aaliyah. He also says that he wrote all of his songs. However, he was dyslexic and got robbed in the music industry because he couldn't read his contracts. He couldn't understand them properly. He says he signed his publishing away. He didn't say to who. He said that he's a broke legend who stays on tour because he has bills to pay. He says people take his words and twist them. So since he had to set the record straight, he made this song where he's pouring his heart out and explaining it all. It's basically like a deathbed confession. Now, those weren't his words, those were mine. R. Kelly says he loves Steve Harvey, John Legend, and Tom Joyner. Now, Steve Harvey is, of course, a talk show host, an author, the host of Family Feud, an actor, just a million and one things. He has a clothing line, he sells suits, he does everything. Okay, Mr. Mustache is busy, booked and busy. Tom Joyner is a radio show host, and of course John Legend is Kanye West's artist, a piano player and singer. He says that he loves these three men. They're all doing good in their lives right now, but why would they want to tear another black man down? And he says that, that black men need to stop doing that. They need to work with each other more. And he talked about how Chicago is in shambles and how we need to look out for each other better as people. He says that he's always going to do music until the day that he dies. So I know his fans love hearing that. He also says, sadly, he says that he was molested by a family member until the age of 14. And he was scared to speak up about this. He says Spotify took him off of their playlist. He's underrated, and people like to drag his name through the dirt. The abuse, the whole claims of him abusing women and whatnot and brainwashing them, kidnapping them, and basically keeping them from eating. He said basically so many words, that's crazy talk. He says some girl that he was accused of abusing, I don't know which one, because he's been accused multiple times, was overage, not underage. So that was BS. He says, no disrespect to the parents of his alleged victims, but this is basically a money grab. Let me see. He brought up a great point when he said that Hugh Hefner of Playboy had 1 million women and people still loved him. I must say this, though. Now, Hugh Hefner wasn't accused of peeing on 14-year-olds' foreheads, Mr. Kelly. So, if Hugh Hefner was called the Pied Peer, aka the Pied Piper, and he toots his horn and the children follow him into the bedroom, then I can understand. But he wasn't accused of those things. So he said he had to borrow a couple of millions from the music label. And with all of the hit records that he's made, he still couldn't put food on the table. He was told that he had to sell his cars, was told that he couldn't get a loan. He owed $20 million to the IRS, and they were going to come and take his home. Jesus. Hey, he said he couldn't read them contracts right, and he got screwed. Well, we've heard these stories over the years, over and over again. Plus, we don't know how much money he was making off of record sales. Remember, Tony Braxton was getting allegedly 25, 35 cents a record back in the 90s or whatever, allegedly. So, see, he got caught up in the music industry, guys. Remember, it was a different industry back in the day than what it is right now. Now there's the 360 deals. They don't figure out another way to get your money. Anyways, he says if it wasn't for his fans, he wouldn't have stayed as strong as he has over the years. Says he bought some bitch who he did not name who this woman is, or well, he said bitch, that could be a male. Whoever this person is, he said he bought this person a car. They stayed in his home, but they still snaked him. They basically turned on him or whatever. He says he has 23 lawyers, 3 or 4 managers. So he doesn't even know how many managers he has. He knows how many lawyers he has, though. Ooh, he says that his work has nothing to do with his private life. That's all the notes that I took, y'all. So this is the short version. Let me know what you think about the song below, I Admit by R. Kelly. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google+, Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Be sure to hit the notification button. It's right next to the subscribe button. Looks like a bell. Once you click that button, you'll be sent alerts to be notified when new videos get posted. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notify. Let me know what you think about R. Kelly below. Share this video on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, 2 cans with a string in the middle, and telepathically. So that way everybody will know what he said in the song for those that don't want to listen to the whole 19+ minute song. All right, y'all. Meat Magazine on YouTube, Meat Magazine on Twitter and Facebook, Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notify, and share. Y'all share your coochies. You can share this video, you motherfucker.